Right now at 6 o'clock, firefighters had to rescue 2 people from a burning apartment building in Hartford. We're live with more on how bad the damage is.
And residents in Westport on edge after a carjacking in the middle of the day. What they had to say at a community discussion last night.
Plus, what the Biden administration is doing to try to expand access to at-home COVID tests.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. Thanks for being with us here at Fox 61 America Areas.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Good morning to you. We are right in the middle of a beautiful stretch of late summer weather, but right as fall is coming in, there's a lot of rain to talk about. I'm not sure how much uncertainty there is with the forecast, so let's get the latest, man.
There is, I think the only uncertainty, good morning, first of all.
Good morning.
Is that how much are we going to get? Because it unfortunately looks like the rain is definitely coming this way, and it is going to play into the weekend
and
forecast.
For the weekend,
yeah, I mean, what's it mean in the big picture? Because, you know, some of us have gotten 6, 7, 8 inches of rain in the first half of September alone. So we're good in that department, but it's the same old forecast today. Nice seasonal temperatures, low humidity, and the rain. How much do we get for the weekend? That's coming up. There's nothing to worry about today. All eyes for the longer range forecast down off the Florida and Carolina coastline. You can see it doesn't look like much, but it will be getting its act together and scoot up this way. Temperatures in the 40s across most of the state, low to mid 50s at the shoreline. We've got 48 in Hartford with dew points that are still very comfortable. Temperature-wise, lather, rinse, repeat for the forecast as we go into the low to mid 70s today, a low to sunshine on tap. We'll time out the rain as best we can, see the latest guidance on that, how you need to plan your weekend. That's coming up in a few minutes. How do you need to plan for the roadways to work and school and everywhere else you're going? Symphony's got the answers. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, sunshine. Let's check out how the morning commute is shaping up on this Friday Eve. Now, we are accident-free so far, but a couple of construction zones are wrapping up in the 6 o'clock hour. Starting here in the capital city, the I-91 southbound entry ramp from I-84 is closed right now, but it doesn't seem to be impacting traffic. 91 and 84 looking good so far on this Thursday as we take a live look in West Hartford. The traffic volume picking up out there. Now along the shoreline, their construction work is wrapping up on I-95 northbound, and it's causing a backup out there. Traffic moving at 10 miles per hour right now. We can see how that traffic flow is shaping up. So pack some patience as you head out the door if you're in that area. Over in New Haven, 91 looking good, 91 south, 95 north looking good, but there's a little bit of a slowdown on 95 south heading to Bridgeport. That's going to take you about 30 minutes. I'll have another update at 6:30.
We got an update now on breaking news. We first brought you at 4 a.m. 6 people were forced out of their homes after a fire damaged their apartment building.
Yeah, 2 of those people had to be rescued. The apartment building is on Franklin Avenue. That's near Preston Street. And we're checking in once again with Fox 61's Brooke Griffin. She's live at the scene. And Brooke, you spoke to the chief just a little while ago. What do we know so far?
Yeah, the chief and firefighters tell us that 2 people actually had to be rescued from that apartment building from either the 2nd or 3rd floor windows. One of those women even needed to go to the hospital for possible smoke inhalation. She is, of course, expected to be okay. But just take a look at what's left of this building. You can see that there's firefighters working inside there still right now. The scene is much smaller than it was even 30 minutes ago, but they are still working inside. First responders say that the call for this Franklin Avenue fire came in just after 2:30 this morning. When they arrived, the crews say there was heavy fire there in the storefront of the 1st floor business. They had to call in more firefighters and engines to help. In fact, there ended up being about 10 engines, 5 support trucks, and dozens of firefighters on scene trying to knock out this fire. In fact, they had to work so hard that they had to bring in even more firefighters by the Hartford Fire bus to relieve the first round of crews there. Now, they say that they ended up having to rescue 2 people from a window. I did mention that earlier. One of those went to the hospital, and a firefighter did have to receive a breathing treatment there on the scene, but is expected to be okay as well. The chief says around 6 people live in this building. The Red Cross is now helping them as they've been displaced. He tells us this was not an easy fire to fight. It took about 40 minutes to get it under control.
Yeah, it appears to be a total loss right now. We had to ventilate the roof. We had to open it up because fire spread from the 1st floor all the way to the 3rd floor, and it made it difficult trying to extinguish the fire on the 3rd floor. It started running the walls from the 1st floor up to the 3rd, so which made it very difficult.
And at this time, Franklin Avenue is still partially closed right now. Now, if you're heading into downtown Hartford, as you can see, this truck is going by right now. You are able to get through, but they are having people kind of take it slow in this area. It's really only between Bodwell and Preston Street, so you do have some room to move here. It's not near as large of a scene as it was, again, about 30 minutes ago, maybe an hour even. Live in Hartford, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Brooke, thank you for that report. We also have breaking news this morning here at 6:05 out of Norwich. Police there said they're investigating a stabbing. They said they got a call just after 1:30 this morning from somebody who heard a person yelling that they had been stabbed. Police later found a stabbing victim at Bacchus Hospital. That person was later flown to Hartford Hospital with life-threatening injuries. Police didn't say who the attacker was or where it happened. All right, now on to a story that's captured national attention. People in Westport said they want more protection after a man was carjacked in his own garage. People packed Westport Town Hall yesterday after that attack over the weekend. Police said 2 thieves followed a man home, pulled him out of his Aston Martin, and then took off. Well, at yesterday's forum, police said there have been about 50 car thefts this year, which is around on pace with last year. But this one obviously was different.
I think that's the biggest concern we all have, is that we saw a resident, basically be attacked in his own driveway.
Police also said another difference from last year is that more of those thefts are happening during the day. As for the stolen Aston Martin, police said they eventually found it at a home in Berlin along with 3 other stolen cars. Police said they arrested the home's owner and a 16-year-old.
A father and his daughter escaping their Brantford home after it burst into flames. We're told the home had been standing since the early 1800s. How this all happening on Tucktocket Road just after 6 o'clock Tuesday evening. The homeowner, Donald Welch, took video of the flames as he was escaping the home. He was on the back porch when he smelled smoke and then saw the upstairs bedroom filled with fire.
My daughter, who was still out on the porch, saying, we got to get out of this house now. But the fire had reached into the hallway and she couldn't get out.
Now he ended up grabbing a ladder to help get her down. It took fire crews about an hour to get the fire under control. No word yet on the cause. Welch says he's a contractor and he is planning to rebuild. And to Bridgeport this morning, where the State Election Enforcement Commission is investigating alleged absentee ballot fraud in the Democratic mayoral primary. The commission voting unanimously yesterday to launch formal investigations. Now, this comes just days after alleged surveillance video, which shows a woman putting what appears to be papers into the ballot drop box. Now, that video was posted on social media by the Gomes campaign. The commission will also investigate allegations of ballot fraud at an elderly and disabled living complex managed by Park City Properties, which their board of commissioners is appointed by the mayor. Mayor Ganem has denied the claims made by the Gomes campaign.
3 people are facing drug and gun charges following a pair of police raids in Hartford. Police said they served warrants at 2 smoke shops on Park Street yesterday. At one shop, they said they found a loaded gun that had been reported stolen in Vermont, as well as marijuana, oxycodone pills, and $6,000. Police arrested 2 people there, 24-year-old Quentin Elke of Hartford and 18-year-old Jalen Baez of Manchester. The second raid happened 2 blocks away. There, police said they found 6 pounds of marijuana, $1,500 in cash, and drug packaging material. So they arrested 21-year-old Dan Donis Vargas of New Britain. We're told he'll also face charges for having 2 AR-15 ghost guns at his home. Gold Star families and the service members they lost are expected to be honored today in Connecticut. The Naval Submarine Base New London will toll bells at 1 p.m. at Gold Star Family Field in Groton. Keep in mind that ceremony is not open to the public, but it does come ahead of National Gold Star Mothers and Families Day, which is observed on the last Sunday of September.
6:09 happening today in Hartford. City officials are expected to raise awareness about a book giveaway this weekend. The mayor's office says the first book marketplace event is going to happen on Saturday, and they're going to give out 50,000 books for free to city residents. That event is happening between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. at the Connecticut Convention Center.